Hello everybody, Houston here. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before jumping to the charts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, we are exchanging my knowledge for your time, and both are precious. Let's jump into the charts. Just a second, please. I'm having some delay here. Okay, let's go. Just a second. Okay, so I'm having a little issues with my internet connection, but okay, let's go. By this time I'm going to use this chart here, which have more data, and it's way better than the other that I was using before. And okay, so first things first, this one is going to be one from A to Z, okay, because like I said, we have more data here. And let's start with all the previous ranges and volume as well. Just a second, hold your heads. Okay, so first of all, let's look at volume. Okay, so here we had ranging volume here and here, both. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the decrease in volume here, okay, it's not 100% bearish. Okay, as you guys can see, we are way above the middle here. If we try to measure, it's going to be something like this. And we are probably going for another one to retest the previous high. And it's normal to see the decreasing volume when we are coming to the end of a pattern. Okay, so it's not 100% bearish, it's like 50% on each side. Okay, so volume is great, it's not bad. So here's the big deal. As you guys can see, just a second. Okay, so the numbers here are a bit weird, okay, but let's stick with the divergence, which is clear. We have the declining price, and we have buyer's volume raising here, making new highs against the price. Okay, this is bullish divergence. This is awesome. And now let's take a look on the bigger picture. The first thing that we have to watch out for, it's the average price for the whole period. I'm going to use this this Fibonacci setup here, but it's broken. I will try to fix. Let's see if this one is correct. Otherwise, I'm going to do it with a blind eye. Okay, so it's not correct. Okay. Okay, so let's do it on math. Just 1 second, please. So I'm going to do it step by step, okay? Just give me a few seconds. Okay, so I won't be able to use the Fibonacci, which I really love it to use. I'm going to do it with a blind eye, okay? So the numbers may not be 100% correct, have this in mind, but we will be accurate. I mean, as close as possible. And so our average price, our 50%, it's right here. Just 1 second. No, it's not here, it's a little above. Yes. which is the range between 3 and 1. Okay, so around 1.5. And okay, so the good news is here is the following. We managed to close above the 50%, which is the average price for the whole period. Okay, as you guys can see here. It doesn't matter how many patterns we have here. Okay, if we go back in the day, we had the first one that was bearish, dead cat bounce or loser sali, that lead us to the battle of midway, which is our middle point between the top, the middle, and the bottom. And as you guys can see, we closed above the middle structure right here, bounced back. It was a golden retrace. Okay, I cannot show you because I can use Fibonacci properly, but you can check on your chart. Okay, and so the great thing here is, as you guys can see, we had a bull break here, a bear attempt, a retest on the 50, and right after a 140 plus 161 bullish retrace that lead us to the next high below 3. And now let's take a closer look. Just 1 second, please. I'm going to clean the lines, okay? I don't want anything mess it up. So let's jump into the daily. Okay, let's check. Okay, so OBV is fantastic. And here, let me see. Okay, I can use Fibonacci here. Let's take a closer look. First from week to week, and then from body to body. We have another close above 50, which is great news. Just 1 more second. Okay, so as you guys can see, we made our way above the 50. This was a retrace to the 50, like you guys can see here. It's very healthy, okay? And we were also able to make a close above the golden mini. And right now, as you guys can see, we are looking for continuation. And we had somewhat inverted head and shoulders attempt here. Let's take a closer look on the 4 hours. Okay, so this is another issue for the site, but things can't be perfect. No problem. Let's keep going. Okay, just 1 second. Yes, let's go. This structure, we don't have. Okay, let's presume this one here is accurate. Okay, and let's presume this guy here, it's our left shoulder, our head, which is not clear. It's a problem, but just for the sake of this example. And right here in the right shoulder, we developed a bullish continuation pattern, which is exotic, okay? And then right now, let's presume this scenario here, it's true, okay? Because we don't have any other clear picture here for these two patterns here. And the outcome for this bull break, just 1 second, I'm going to show you. So it's from 294, 229. Okay, so the outcome for this trade would be close to this level here, 3 and 26. Okay, that's a moderate conservative outcome. target for this trade. It can be way higher with a retest before another attempt for to take out the previous high, which is our target, our goal right now. Okay, and let's take a closer look here again, just a second. We still have a lower high against the previous one, and we had a seller's pressure here. Let's take a closer look. So I believe I have to look closer. Okay, so this aggressive sell here didn't breach the previous low, okay, which is great news. And as you guys can see, this is not a valid pivot yet, okay, but likely to be soon. And as you guys can see, this one is a higher low compared with the previous one, which sitting on top of the golden meaning. Okay, so it's great news so far. We don't have any technical evidence for now to call for a break here, okay, because it's a step-by-step process. We are looking for each low to be breached before looking for bearish continuation, okay. So we don't have any clear confirmation. And let's take a closer look. I'm just fitting the chart in the screen, as you can see, because I'm trying to see if I'm not losing anything, leaving anything behind. Let's take a closer look on the 1 hour. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the scenario that we just talked about. I'm going to give you another highlight here. Okay, so, oops, hold on. Hold your hats. Okay, so as you guys can see, in this range here, the bulls are in control, okay? All this bearish activity here is inside bar trading, okay, which means we are having some correction, probably before continuation, okay. Like I said, if this was a flat bottom, I would be concerned, but the bulls holded this level here, which is also, I'm going to show you here, it was a 786% retrace for Fibonacci. Okay, let's see if I can draw it here properly. Just 1 second. Okay, so as you guys can see, this was a straight retrace to the last level, which defends the previous one. So the bulls are aware of such levels. And right now, a thing that we can do here, for example, just give me 1 second, please. I'm going from body to body so you guys can understand what I'm trying to look here for. Okay, so this guy here, it's a valid pivot, okay, and this one here, it's not yet, but is going to be soon, okay, very likely. And okay, we can check the target. So just a second. I'm going to week here. Yes. So this pivot here will be confirmed or not if we make our way back to 286. Okay, once we hit 286, the pivot is set, okay, which will lead us for continuation. If you have a proper trading setup, you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the levels that we are looking for right now, and let's take a closer look on the second 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so far this is a weak bounce, okay, but already make shadow in the previous bearish candles, which is great news for the bull's continuation. And another thing here that we can do is this. Just a second. Okay, so this is a different way to look on the pivot status. Okay, again 286, so no change here. And this is the range that we are going to look now, because let's check volume. Just a second. Okay, so it's not 100% clear. We had a divergence here and here for volume, as you guys can see. And what we need here now, if we end up with ranging volume, we can look for aggressive moves before a premature bull break. Otherwise, if we keep with steady volume or decreasing volume, we will look for a symmetrical triangle or equivalent pattern before bullish continuation. Okay, so yeah, and for the bigger picture, just give me a second. Let's take a look in a possible forecast here, what we may end up. Okay, and again, as you guys I already talked to you, already said, I can use my Fibonacci setup. Okay, so everything that I'm going to do here, it must be done by hand, okay, and a blind eye. So just a second. Let me see if I can use a line here. Okay, so I'm taking this guy here as 100% structure, and what we will be looking for a possible forecast here. Okay, for a I don't like to say price prediction, because we are not prediction, we are making how is the word, is price projection. Okay, this is based on math and not on guessworks, and this is not my opinion, this is the outcome of the math projection. Okay, so let's go. And so just a second, let me also measure the bottom on the top. Okay, perfect. And now what we will be looking here is this, just give me a second. So we have 7, and for the next 100 is going to be 34. And for the next one, I'm not saying those targets are going to be hit. I'm showing you a path to price projection. Okay, and here we have the 50, which will be the highway between one level and the other. 16. Okay, I believe this level is correct. Between 15 and $16. And then this range right here, as you guys can see, we already had the trigger here. Okay, this trigger, it's not only a high, a all-time highs. Okay, this is a trigger for later bullish continuation. Okay, don't take my word for it. You can do the math by yourself and check all the targets here. And then, so again, this range right here that was triggered by this guy, it's very likely to be the highway for the next level, which is this guy right here. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that once we make it our way here again, we are probably going to make a not long move. We won't stay here for too long before we move to the next level. Okay, so it will also depend on regulations in the project continuation, the project success. So it's external events plus price projection. Okay, and again, you guys who are for some time in crypto, you know such moves like this are not a big deal. Okay, even if we are talking about $150. Okay, so and also for market expansion, this is nothing. Okay, don't take my word for it. Do your research, check your charts and your numbers, and you will reach the same numbers that I'm reaching here. Okay, and so guys, I believe this is it for now. We covered a lot of stuff here, and let me take a quick look on the chat. Bruno Rodriguez, it has a bit of delay, but it is very good for the long-term view. Okay, I'm glad to know, Bruno. Thanks for the feedback. So yes, guys, I believe this is it for now. I will try to cover other coins as well, because as you guys can see, the whole market's moving, and I am trying to document everything. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. See ya.